Being a CEO of the fastest growing luxury clothing brand in the world has its perks, but it's not all easy.
Well,
Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
That must be one of the worst combinations I've ever tasted in 21 years of cooking.
Oh, no.
The worst.
The worst?
The worst. The cheddar worst. The cheddar worst, sir. Can I have just a chunk, please? I'm dying. I'm dying.
Gordon Ramsay really is kind of just a Yelp Karen that just eats food for a living.
For real. I love him for that, though.
Yeah.
We hate Karens, but we love Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
Now, what is the difference?
He's a man.
Yep. Yep.
He's a man. And he also owns a Michelin star restaurant.
Many,
yeah,
I'm
a lot.
sure.
I think he has 2 or 3. Crazy guy.
He's so crazy.
Yeah. Man, I was telling you before the show, I left a Yelp Karen-esque review.
Adam's got some gripes.
I have been making
he's got
enemies.
Some gripes. And I don't blame him.
I would like to start off this this
Tangent.
this podcast by saying I would like for you, John, and all of our listeners to boycott the Duluth Towing Company because they just
the straight up Duluth
Towing Company. If you look up Duluth Towing Company on Google, their name will be the Duluth Towing Company.
I don't know if I've ever had to deal with them.
Well, trust me, you're not going to want to. Call a different company because here's what happened. I got off of work on Sunday and I was planning on driving to see my family.
Yeah. We mentioned that last pod.
Yes, we did.
So we had plans.
It was an emergency podcast. Yes.
And all of this shit.
All of the last 2 episodes being pre-recorded in advance so I could go on this vacation with my family.
Yeah, so I do his oil. We get his car ready for it. Fucking, he has 2 new tires. I have
4 new tires.
Or four new tires. Yes,
I have 4 new tires. And I was coming home from work, ready to get all my things put together and go on, go to see my family 5 hours away. No, on my way home from work, the suspension in the passenger front side of my car collapsed. The spring just broke into 3 different pieces. And
that's not supposed to happen.
No, it's not. So that happened, and my tire blew up, and I needed to pull over. And at first,
how fast were you going?
30.
Oh, all right, that ain't that bad.
Yeah,
I've had a tire blow up at 70. That's pretty fun. Yeah, on low profile.
That's happened to me too.
With some thick meat on it, so it really just pulls you.
Yeah,
it's fun.
I got that happened to me before too. This time, I had just pulled over, kind of in a residential spot, and I immediately just was like, I'm not gonna be able to, put this tire on because my jack won't even fit under my car. Like the whole front end of my car was just almost touching the ground.
Yeah, I seen that outside.
So I needed to get it towed. Called Duluth Towing Company. I should not have done that.
DTC.
Yes. I called them and they said...
Down to fuck you over is what they're doing.
I called them and the dispatcher's like, yeah, it'll be about a 45-minute wait. I said, no problem. I'll just sit in my car.
Just a happy little cuck boy. No problem.
Yep.
I'll be waiting.
Sounds
I'll
good.
be here.
Yeah. 45 minutes comes around. Nothing. There's nothing. Nobody's coming. No call. Nothing. I call him back. Yeah, he got tied up on another call. It should have been a jump, but it ended up having to be a tow, so that took him a little extra time to do. Should be another 20 minutes or so. It was not 20 minutes. It ended up being another 45 minutes before I was like, I should call back and see what's going on. And then the guy goes, I call him back. He's like, yeah, I guess he had a couple other calls that were ahead of you. You know, some bullshit.
And at this time, it's what, like 2 hours already?
The tire popped.
When did you text me? You texted
Here, I'll
me.
give a time frame to people. I got off of work at 5. Driving home, tire blows up. I call it approximately like 5:20 or so. Okay. I'm now waiting for I waited in total until about like 7:30 for the guy to show up with the tow truck. So about 2 hours, a little longer. I've been texting people like throughout. I sent you a picture about like 30 minutes in just because I was like, man, what the fuck? Like, is this even like fixable? Like, what do I do? And you were basically being like, yeah, you can like get the spare on. And I was like, I can't get the spare on, dude. I can't. There's nothing I can do about this. This needs to be taken to a shop.
Yeah, you can't see anything unless you get it up and
I was not able to get
you
it
know.
up though, is the thing. You know, sounded like, and like, yeah, it just didn't, it wasn't fixable on my
Get
end.
about like a mini jack.
I do have a mini jack in the car.
No, just like not like a scissor jack, but just like an actual like hydraulic jack, but just like a really mini one. They sell them. They work.
On cars?
Yeah, they work, dude. Trust me. I have kind of like a similar style up at my dad's house that I use for some shit, and then there's like my other buddy has a really small one that he uses for a lot of shit, and it fucking works, dude.
Well, I did not have a mini
And
jack
it's
in
like
this situation.
light, so you can
so,
just throw it around.
yeah. I guess I should have foreseen being broken down on the road for 2 hours.
Yeah, no, I just like
So let me finish this real quick. The guy finally comes with the tow truck about little over 2 hours since I called initially, and then he's just like, yeah, sorry, it was a long way. He's explaining
he's
the whole
drunk.
He's
Drunk.
He was a chill guy,
Yeah.
all things considered. And like he kind of explained it. He was just like, man, like I understand your situation. You've been waiting for a really long time, and I'm just like the face of the company at this point. But like the boss like took the other truck like home with him that weekend for whatever reason. And so they only had one truck. Here's the thing about this. It's like, you're a towing company.
No
been
shit.
operational for 70 years. How do you have two trucks? Two.
Where I know NASCAR has like 4 or 5.
Well, yeah, like what are you
and
doing with
Dukes
yourself?
has a fuck ton.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on with these shitty towing companies?
That's what I'm saying. 2 trucks? Like, what are you doing? And so I understood where he was coming from, because he's not the guy who makes these decisions. He was just on a call before mine, and it took longer than expected. I understand his position. It's 100% the dispatcher's fault for just like giving me a dishonest like wait time for what it was going to be, and just kind of bullshitting with me every time that I called, and like trying to pin it on the driver.
It's just looking at the caller ID. Fuck this guy again that's waiting.
Yeah, so like it's 100% his fault. He should have just given me like a better estimate on time, and like honestly just been like, yo, we're not gonna get to you. Like call somewhere else.
Yeah,
Like
I would have started calling around a little bit, but
yeah, but I was already like waiting on them. So it's like, what am I gonna do? Like they gave me an estimate on the time frame. I'm not
call
gonna
them back, be like, yeah, I found a different company. You guys can fuck off. I got this.
Yeah, I probably should have done that. However, I was stubborn and annoyed, and I didn't know what to do other than just call it.
Hindsight's 2020, you know.
Yeah, like, you know, but the whole time, like while I'm waiting, I'm like texting people. I had to like immediately FaceTime my dad and be like, yeah, I'm not gonna make it to the vacation that you've been planning like all year. Sorry.
You know, out of all the times that I've had to like wait for a tow truck, they always show up so quick when a cop calls them
Yeah, maybe
to tow my shit. They're fucking there. Yeah. It's crazy. But you call them like as an actual customer, and they're like, fuck you.
Yeah. When my
Okay, we'll be there between like 4 a.m. and 8 p.m. Sometime between those hours, we'll be there around to pick you up. It's like a cable company.
Yeah, for real. So I finally get the car back to my house. We investigated a little further. The driver's curious at this point in time because he's like, he's put it onto the truck. He's investigated it as much as he could. And he obviously can see that the front end is scraping on the ground. So he's like, I just got to see what happened. And he jacks it up with a pretty big jack. Yeah. And he puts gloves on and he's like pulling the tire away. And he finally sees it. He's just like, whoa, that spring should be one spring, not three. Yeah. And,
like, fuck.
Yeah, he's just like, geez, man, like, I'm glad that, like, you called a towing company and didn't just try and, like, put a tire on. I'm like, I knew immediately I wasn't going to be able to do anything for this. Like, what am I going to do? So he was, like, a pretty chill guy, and he ended up, like, dropping, he was like, man, like, if you definitely, like, even he was like, you called the wrong towing company, dude. Like, I just work here. Like, I just said yes to an Indeed ad. Yeah. And I'm like, man, I get your situation. He's just like, this is like a really fucking expensive towing company, and the owners know exactly what they're doing. Like, so I'm gonna take the nighttime premium off for you, which was like $100 extra bucks.
Yeah, I know. I've hit that premium before.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit. Dude, I had to get fucking yanked out of a ditch one time in my Subaru. It was like dead of the winter, and it was such a fucked situation. Like, I came around the corner, like this tight corner. I knew where I was going, and I like kicked it out and shit. And I was in all-wheel drive, and I had really good tires on, but it like gripped up more than I thought it would. And when I counter steered it, and it fucking just shoved us right into the ditch, dude. It like nose first. It like snapped back around and like went nose first, and me and my buddy are sitting in there, and I'm like, oh fuck, dude, it's like 11:30 at night. And we just went into this like semi-frozen fucking like swamp ditch.
Oh god,
nose
dude.
first. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like we had to get out because it was like starting to actually like fill a little with water through my side.
That sucks.
I'm like, no, like, because it's a really nice Subaru too. And fucking I had to call the local. This is up in Cook, like where there's one towing company, and it's like a guy. Yeah. And he came out there, and fucking when he like I was talking to him and shit, and he ended up knowing my dad, so he like dropped the nighttime premium and shit.
Nice.
Yeah, it was like $100. It was like $100 to pull me out really quick.
That's what I'm
It wasn't
saying.
like super bad, but I couldn't pull myself out. Like, just cockeyed and cattywampus. I was like, fuck. There was no damage done, so I was like, hell yeah.
Well, I did leave a review for the.
Would you go on Yelp?
No, they texted me and said, let us know how the service was. So I let them know how the service was.
You got it written out?
I
got
do.
The message?
I have it. I screenshotted it. I knew I was going to want to say it. This is about like 4 paragraphs long, but we're gonna.
What's nice about having your own platform?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Adam's like, I'm gonna fucking fuck these fucks, dude.
Duluth Towing Company can suck my dick. Okay, they deserve every word of this.
Eat my shit.
No matter how far the reach is, I don't care if like 4 people hear it or if like 400 people hear it. Like
Adam's gonna cook him a couple of pasties full of his shit and deliver them.
All right, here's what I had to say in the review. Shit. My car broke down at about 5:15 p.m. today. I called at about 5:30, and the dispatcher quoted me a 45-minute wait time, which ended up being almost 2.5 hours. Every time I called for an update, the dispatcher tried blaming the driver for taking too long when clearly the issue was the dispatcher's negligence to look at the amount of calls before mine. I would have simply called a different service if I had known the wait time was going to be as long as it was, but whenever I called for an update, the dispatcher would say, it should only be another 15 to 20 minutes. What makes the situation absolutely ludicrous is how much they wanted to charge me for a 3-mile tow, nearly $250. Luckily, the actual driver was a cool enough guy to knock down the price for me because he knew the dispatcher fucked up with every single interaction I had with him. Whoever took my call for a 2007 Nissan Versa broken down on London and 44th Avenue should be utterly ashamed for how poor of a job they did today. Quite honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he had a thumb up his ass for the entire 2 hours I waited on the side of the road. Ultimately, I wouldn't recommend this service to anyone. From the terrible customer support, insane prices for minimal service, and frankly, archaic forms of payment, everything about my experience was terrible other than the truck driver being competent enough to know that his boss, to see that I was annoyed with his boss, before giving me a discount. Yeah, that's what I have to say about Duluth.
All right,
Towing
my boy's
company.
got nails. They may be painted, but he's got nails.
Fuck you, Karen. I hope the dispatcher had painted nails when he shoved it up his ass.
Yeah, dude, I hope that dispatcher's one of our listeners so he hears this bullshit.
He's not.
Didn't you tell him to listen? Be like, hey, man, I got a podcast. While you're doing nothing, you should probably listen to it.
Yeah, maybe it was like that 20-minute wait in his mind because like he was going to do heroin, conk out for the next 2 hours.
Waiting for the bathroom to be empty. For the customer, so he could go in there and shoot up, and then
it is like actually just like 20 minutes because he just wakes up. And that's the next
he's like,
thing.
oh, it was like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Oh, yesterday. My bad.
Fuck, I've been here all night.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Sounds lame, dude.
Well, for real. I feel
lame.
I feel like I'm fully justified in that review. That was a great
Oh yeah, I'd be just
of their
as pissed.
services. And here's the thing. They texted me and asked
Adam,
me for
was that
review.
your first experience with that business?
Actually, no, it wasn't.
No?
No, I called them in the winter when I
Okay.
went into the ditch.
Okay. It was the same company?
Yeah. It was a
Okay.
pretty long wait then, but they were like, there's a lot of other people in the ditch. I
Yeah.
was like, okay.
Okay.
There's nobody who's rolling into the ditch now.
All right.
You know what I mean?
But let's say, safe to say you're never going to use that towing company again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a safe bet.
All right. Then my pool haul is justified.
No.
My feelings towards the pool hall
no.
are justified.
No, no,
Yep.
no.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No.
Yes. Totally. It's the same shit. Bad experience with the business. Fuck them.
Okay. You know what? I'll give you that, I guess. But you did not have to pay $150
No, I didn't.
to get your balls back at a pool table.
No,
you had
but
to buy
they wanted
one
me
drink.
to buy drinks. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Were you going to buy a drink?
No, I wasn't. I was literally there just to play the pool with my buddy.
Not even like a soda?
Maybe a water.
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. From their perspective, though, you're a guy coming into the
I was feeding the pool table with money.
Feed him with more to get the fucking cue ball back.
It won't do that.
Whatever.
That's just the way I felt. All right. I'm still pissed off about that place.
They also didn't make you wait 2.5 hours to even give you any fucking.
No, they just wouldn't give me service unless I paid.
Oh wow! Crazy how a business works.
It's a pool hall. There's none of that on the sign. Then it's illegal.
I don't know, man.
It's got to be fucking on literally written somewhere in the fucking bar for it to be legal.
Every time that I've been there and the cue ball gets eaten, the guy just runs and grabs it from another table or some shit
My
like that.
guy wouldn't. My guy was a dick.
I've only ever seen the guy that I think you're even talking about there once. Every other time it's been another chill dude with a ponytail who's Asian.
See, he wasn't there. That dude wasn't there. There was a point of sales dude there working on shit, and I was trying to talk to him or whatever. I didn't know if he was working there. He's like, I don't even know. I got nothing to do with it. Just avoiding contact with fucking anybody.
What?
Just going on the phone and shit. Dude, before I even talked to the guy that told me I had to buy a drink, he was on the phone for 15 fucking minutes 3 different times.
Wow.
The dude was a fuck nugget, bro.
Fuck.
He's just a piece of shit.
Yeah. People suck, man.
Yeah, people suck. So, I mean, don't hire shitty people or, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or if you hate the job so much, just go get me my cue ball. Like,
yeah, like
I wasn't even the one that scratched.
get the fucking cue ball and then like go fucking hate your life somewhere else.
Yeah, go get my cue ball and go snort your 8-ball. Like, just figure it out. Come on.
Yeah.
He's working in a pool hall.
That was
you know he's a cokehead. Coke or heroin, something like that.
The smack.
Smack. That's what he does to his girlfriend too.
Smack. Slam. Du, 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 du,
Yeah, he's just like WWE fucking moves at home. Just power bomb. I'm not a power bottom. I'm a power bomb.
If you smell
La, 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 la.
what the Rock is cooking, clearly it's not you, and you should be in the kitchen. No.
I think he says that to he like says that kind of shit.
The Rock?
During one of his matches to like, I think it was one of the McMahon, like the McMahon's wife or something. He said that too. They're always doing that drama shit during that.
Yeah. And you know, it's just all like,
It's all fake.
it's all, everything that is said about McMahon is like slid across his desk on a manila folder and just like, yeah, this is cool, I guess. I'll do it.
Like the time McMahon was talking to John Cena and said, "What's up?"
Oh, he definitely wrote that himself, dude.
Oh, totally. That was all McMahon.
When McMahon said,
yeah.
yeah.
And walked away all
And happy, but yeah, he wrote that himself for
dude,
sure.
his fucking walk back in the day, that fucking like chest up and out and just arms wobbling.
100%. And you know, like John, like there was maybe like, do you think they did a rehearsal for that scene? Like,
Probably.
how many times do you think he said it?
Oh, dude, and that
If he's like willing
who
to,
was that wrestler that walked up after that? He was the black wrestler and his girlfriend.
I do not know.
He's like, dude, he had to just let him get away with that.
Yeah, this is like
It's his
what?
boss.
That's so fucked up.
So fucked up.
Okay, if you want to be part of the WWE,
Oh, late 90s, early 2000s was a different time.
Different time, indeed. Did they even censor that for like TV?
No,
No.
I don't think so, dude.
Holy
I really
shit.
don't think so, dude.
What?
I think that was live shit back in the day.
That's insane.
That might have been a live fucking feed.
WWE was in pay-per-view, right?
Yeah, a lot of the big events were.
Was that
And
one?
then-
I feel like that one maybe was.
That was probably why.
Yeah. They could get away with saying shit like
So
that.
much shit, dude. Well, I remember I think it was Triple H, or when, what was the Degeneration X, when it was Triple H, who was the other guy with him? It was the three guys, or the two guys at first, or DX, I think it was.
I have no idea. I never watched wrestling really growing up.
Oh man, it was Triple H and I think the Heartbreak Kid. But yeah, they like blew up McMahon's limo when he was like leaving in it and shit. Like there was all these fake,
Fake
filmed
stunts.
fucking things.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my god, and then it was like over shit.
Yeah,
and it was like, what the fuck is gonna happen next week? Like,
Yeah, we killed McMahon. How are we who's gonna make the next match?
yeah, when Randy Orton was on the scene, he's probably still on the scene. I think he's married to McMahon's daughter.
Wow.
Fucking, I hated Randy Orton, dude. He's such a vile fuckhead, dude. Like, you could obviously see he was doing roids.
I think I know. He's bald, right?
Yeah, and he's just aggro as fuck.
Oh, yeah, obviously. RKO, yeah.
Yeah, he's just fucking, just savage. Like, his face is always a tomato when he's out there, dude. He's just fucking just red as shit, and he just like won't
Dude,
stop.
I saw a
You could tell he beats his wife.
fucking
'Cause he
video.
can't come anymore.
I saw this body cam footage of a dude in Reno, Nevada.
No way.
And he was like,
Was it Terry? Terry.
His name
Reno
actually might have been. Oh no, fuck! I'm an idiot.
His name might have actually been Terry. I think he was wearing roller skates. And he was giving hand jobs.
Yeah, that's what the body
It
cam
was Nick
footage.
Swanson. What the fuck?
Body cam footage of Nick Swartzen and rollerblades giving hand jobs to dudes in Reno. That's what I was watching. No, this dude, it was like a noise complaint like 2 a.m, and this dude is like just like he busted out the windows in his house and he's just screaming, like lifting weights in his living room. He just roided out, just going like ham on the workout all day, every day, dude. And the cops finally show up. He exits his house through the window that is broken, and he's got no shirt on. He's got like cargo pants on, and he starts like coming up on people like, "What, you want to go? We'll go
Dude.
we'll go round for round on push-ups right here, right now."
Dude, I'm literally imagining since you said it's the Reno cops, I just am imagining the whole police force of Reno 911 on this call right now. And like fucking Lieutenant Dangles, okay, fuck, he's doing push-ups with him because he's gay and shit. He's like, dude's got his shirt off and stuff. He rips his shirt off and he's fucking doing push-ups with him and shit.
He's like, "Yeah, we'll go push up for push-up."
I could just see him happening, and then the blonde chick is trying to fuck the guy.
Yeah. That isn't quite how it went down. They did not go.
Isn't quite, isn't it?
No, they didn't go push up for push-up with the guy. They
It'd be
tased him.
so much funnier if they did.
He kept going up to him because his brother was in the
In the house.
his brother was in the police department. And he's like, "Where's my brother at?" And keep going up to people. He's like, "You know my brother?" And they're like, "Yeah, we know who your brother is. He's a cop." And then he's just like, "Yeah, then why isn't he here now?"
Now, what ethnicity is this man that's freaking out?
He was white.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And he's like,
It's
"Yeah,
always the white roided out dudes.
yeah." He's like, "Why isn't he here right
Can't
now?"
handle them. They just can't handle the extra tea.
Yeah, he's just getting so fucking aggressive with these cops, dude. And he's like referring to some time when he had like a different altercation with the cops and they shot him in like the leg or like the shoulder or something like that. And he's like, you remember what happened last time though? So I'm like angry right now. Like, you guys are all up in my shit. And they're just like, "Yeah, we know, but you're like all up in our shit and you're like just making a huge disturbance right now." Because he's just in like an apartment complex.
Yeah.
And so they eventually tased the guy, and yeah, like that's just the end of the footage, I guess. They just like took him into custody.
Because then later they beat and killed him.
Yeah.
No. Terrence was never found again.
Yeah, that was just I was like, man,
That was
in
just
a different
day for the Reno Police Department.
in a different universe, if that guy somehow had an interaction with McMahon,
Oh man.
they would have gone huge.
Oh, he would have
Would've been
had a
huge.
multi-million-dollar career
Yeah,
for sure.
we would have all known that guy as like the fucking
Did you-
man eater or
I
something like
wanted
that.
to be a wrestler when I was a kid. You know, like I thought that would be a really cool job. Just be like a really buff short dude,
Dude,
which
you
would
and
totally be worth it.
you and Aaron need to get back together because you guys are almost identical twins. And you guys, you remember the two,
Doppelgangers.
you remember the two,
Do some skits where we're
in
doppelgangers.
Nacho Libre, one of the fighters that he fights is just two midgets that are super hairy. You guys should do that.
Dress as that for
Yeah.
Halloween. Aaron, get up here for Halloween.
Aaron, get up here for Halloween and dress as the two midgets from Nacho Libre that they eat Jack Black's hair at one point in time.
Dude, that should be fun because I'd see like I don't know if you ever heard of like Hornswoggle. Okay, like there used to be a couple of tag teams where there'd be a regular sized dude and he'd have like a midget as his like secondary.
Fuck yeah.
And there was like a couple of teams like that, and one of them was what was his name, like Paddy or like O'Malley or something, like some Irish name was his stage name.
Seamus.
Seamus, or no, it wasn't Seamus. It wasn't Seamus because
I remember Seamus was just the pastiest fuck, dude.
Yeah, Seamus was on his own, but this other guy had Hornswoggle with him. And Hornswoggle was just this mean ass little midget that just came out all fully dressed in like a little cloak or like a little like St. Patty's.
Like leprechaun
He
gear.
looked like a leprechaun. Yeah. And then, dude, there was a few. I always liked the tag teams. I don't know. Back in the day, I used to be a dark kid. There was, because I don't know what Nickelodeon and them all did to me, but there was this one hot goth chick. Like her and her boyfriend were a tag team, and this chick was just fucking fire.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's Raven from Teen Titans. Raven from Teen Titans inspired a generation of boys to like goth chicks.
There's so many of them in those old cartoons. I mean, I can go back through and fucking click so many.
Who was the one from Total Drama? Do you remember Total Drama?
See, that's even already after my kids.
I think her name was Gwen in that show. She was one of the hot goths with a big booty.
Yeah.
Shout out Cartoon Network for having the guts to pull off a big titty goth chick in a cartoon.
My age, it was always like the creators wanted to fuck the moms of the fucking thing. Like the moms always had just donks, dude. Like Dexter's Laboratory, the mom had a donk, dude.
It's true. It's true.
You know? And you would never see her face. It was always just her tits and donk.
Yeah.
It was like, what is going on? I feel something as a child. Like, something's happening.
What's going on with me?
Something's changing.
Yeah.
Wait, did you notice? Did that kid's fucking voice crack go away that last episode?
Yeah. In The Boys?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just realizing that right now. Like literally this moment.
He's manning up.
Yeah.
That was good. I watched a couple of reviews on The Boys season 4. No, The Boys season 4. And
it's like I'm watching reviews on the season that's not out yet. They just finished the 4th one. But.
Yeah. No, but they say a lot of these reviews say the same thing, where it just feels like a lot of the episodes just were filler.
Oh,
in a way.
Totally.
And it was just like, eh.
Well, that's what I was saying. Kind of
almost as much filler as what's in Starlight's face.
Yeah, dude. Fuck her face, dude.
Dude, she was gorgeous.
She was beautiful.
Before.
She was beautiful.
Gorgeous. Stunning.
And then she got money and fucked up her face.
That's the thing. It was like $50,000. It wasn't even that much money that she put into her face. Like compared to like how much money she compared to how much money she's making.
$50,000.
Yeah, that is a lot of money, but like compared to how much money she has, and like it's just like, man, why?
Why fuck your face
career
up?
ahead of her.
Why fuck your face up? Now you're fucked. Like I wouldn't put you in a movie.
She was this generation's Jennifer Aniston for sure.
And she fucked her face up already.
Yeah.
She's like 20 something.
Dude,
Jesus Christ.
She was in a movie that I liked a lot in high school. I still love the movie. It's in Kings of Summer. Great fucking comedy movie. Yeah, it's a really good movie. It's about like a guy running away from home because his parents annoy him. Or like one dude hates his dad. His mom is like not in the picture anymore. And his dad's like a complete asshole. It's fucking Nick Offerman.
I know that name. That's the dude that's in Parks and Rec?
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah, he plays the dad in the movie.
Oh, he's fucking hilarious.
He's great in the movie.
Yeah.
And who else is in the movie? Who's the Annie from Community is in the movie too.
She's fine. She's funny too.
She plays like the main character's sister, but like his best friend hates his parents. They're really annoying, and they're two like really recognizable actors too. I just can't like.
Did you know she's a soundbite for Bad Friends?
Really?
Yeah, their intro sound where the end of it where it's like they're bad friends. That's Annie.
Oh really?
Yeah,
that's sweet.
That's from the show. It's literally clipped from the show.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good movie though. It's like about these high schoolers who are like going into their sophomore year in high school, I believe. They're going into thanks, John.
Yeah.
He's going into they're going into their sophomore year at high school, and the main character has like a love interest with the chick who plays Starlight. I can't think of the actress's name. I feel like such a
Yeah.
We always just call her Starlight
before she fucked her face up.
No, she fucked her friend in the movie, or she fucked his friend in the movie.
Wow, he got cucked.
Yeah, he did.
Cucked.
He got cucked in the movie.
I bet you they actually fucked.
There's a really funny dream sequence where he's like fantasizing about like wisping her away into the woods to live with him as a man, and his dad comes out and is like, Joe, it's just Nick Offerman, and he's just like, Joe, it's time to go home, and he's just like, the woods belong to me, Dad. Go home, old man. And then they just like teleport, and their dad like runs off the cliffs, and he has like those daggers that Raphael from the fucking Teenage. It's so fucking. It's an acid trip of a fantasy for this.
Fuck? None of that made sense.
Play it back. The listeners will understand. I'll show you.
He said he got whisked, or they
It's a fucking fantasy. This guy's fantasizing.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not real.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a hilarious scene. Kings of
Well,
Summer.
don't ruin it. I want to watch the movie now.
It's just one scene. It doesn't even spoil anything. I gotta connect to the fucking Bluetooth though, because this shit's fi.
Yeah, that's not gonna. I mean,
in post, we're gonna.
You can try.
If I got added in post, where's the fucking road? What the shit?
It's available now.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
It's a bunch of filler. What the fuck are... Dude, my seat came in. I'm so pumped.
You did get a seat. I seen the seat.
Yeah, dude.
1 second. I want to find
Adam's seen it, and he's like...
I haven't watched this one.
What did you say? This is you in a seat.
Yeah, I said this is you in a seat because it's all neon and yeah. I found the scene here. It's a minute and a half.
All right, we're gonna show this for you guys.
What the fuck? Yes. I have to fucking.
You have to fucking
restart it.
Here we go.
All right. He's daydreaming.
I love it here. I want to spend the rest of my days with you.
Oh, it is her.
That's an emotional fact for me.
Yes.
Before she fucked her face up.
But I worry. I can't keep my brain from worrying my
This is shitty acting.
woman brain.
My woman brain.
My sweet Kelly.
It's supposed to be shitty.
Why
acting.
should
It's
we
just
let
a
it ruin
daydream for
this moment?
a horny 16-year-old.
Joe.
It's time to come home.
He's got katanas.
Yeah, the daggers.
Yeah. Like Carmen Electra.
He's like
Leave us, Frank.
Just
The
dropping
forest is
them all
ours.
over the place.
The forest
You're out
is
of your
ours.
depth.
You made a fool of me in front of the whole town, boy. A harlequin.
He is a man grown, and his path is his own to choose.
Silence, land trunt.
Land trunt.
Now I run!
Now I run.
You win. Perfect.
Joe. Hey, bro. We got company.
Nice.
Fire fucking
What
movie.
the fuck?
It's so funny. Highly recommend
And
that
I
movie.
run.
And now I run. I just love when he's flipping
So
around
cheesy.
the daggers and dropping them constantly.
Yeah,
and
that
then
was good.
Eventually, just and then he
Holds
just
them.
brings them up instead of flipping them. You made a fool out of me, boy. A harlequin. Silence, land trunt.
Silence, land trunt.
I love Nick Offerman.
good.
He's so fucking
He is
funny.
hilarious. He's a good writer too. He's a phenomenal writer.
Yeah. I think I own that movie on like some digital platform. I could maybe.
Some digital platform.
I could just own it on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bought it on there.
Yeah. because I just want to. I showed that to a lot of people.
Mr. YouTube Red, Mr. Red Tube.
No, YouTube Premium, bro.
Premium. Yeah.
Premium.
It used to be Red. That was the.
Yeah, but then
way
with
back in
YouTube
the
Red,
day.
they were like putting out a bunch of their own shows and stuff like that, like Scare PewDiePie and shit like that.
Sounds gay.
Yeah, it sucked. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I remember when
sucks.
PewDiePie said the N-word on his stream when he was playing like Arma 3 or something like that. Or no, it was PUBG. He was playing PUBG and he called the dude an N-word like across a bridge. And then he got like his YouTube Red show canceled. Like Scare PewDiePie got canceled. And that was like, everybody was just like, man, like woke culture canceled a dude's show. It's just like, yeah, dude, he live streamed himself. He's 100 million subscribers.
He was huge.
He still is pretty huge.
Is he?
Yeah. I mean,
Who still
so many
watches
people have
that,
like
though?
made accounts on YouTube and subscribed to PewDiePie and then never used them again. The amount of people that like just made bots that subscribed to PewDiePie.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Cause like he was just like the creator, and then like I remember when T-Series, like some Indian,
You know
it's
how
basically
he-
Vivo for India.
You know how PewDiePie became like popular, right?
Making-
like how he broke the algorithm, and that's how he became popular.
He just like made consistent videos every day.
No, dude, it was that coupled with like, so he lived over in Europe. I don't know if he still does or not, but I think he originally started in like Sweden or something like that.
Yeah, he's Swedish.
Yeah, and he started his YouTube channel, and then he started traveling. He would like literally go live in different countries around Europe, and that popped his algorithm. It would get all these different people like more, because the way Europe is, I guess it's not like the US where like all the states fucking see shit. So like there's certain areas that don't see what other areas see, so you have to like actually go there and be on their internet.
Well, I know he traveled a lot because his wife, like when they first started dating, she's from Italy and he's from Sweden.
Yeah.
So he just traveled across Europe doing like visiting, and they would like take trips together and stuff like that. I don't think
that helped his fucking algorithm
I'm sure.
so much.
I'm sure.
That's what popped him.
And like for American viewers who may have like already gotten in on early on PewDiePie videos, because I think he just used English the whole like
He
for
did.
everything.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, if coupled with like popping up on other European countries algorithms, most European countries like people
English,
a lot of them, English is like a second or third or fourth language for a lot of people there. So that was, probably great for that. But even like American, YouTube people love watching travel videos. It's like a big market, like even like early on, and then like gaming is just like a fucking huge thing. Like it just boomed, like the Minecraft boom. I don't know. There's just so many fucking Minecraft YouTubers even to this day. And the game has come out or came out like 15 years ago.
There's still RuneScape people. I still know a couple people that actually play RuneScape, but I'm 99% of the people on RuneScape are bots.
Yeah. I just think
It's like
that
people that have created something that just mines stuff.
Nothing against RuneScape. I just personally have never played it, but I think there is something to be.
boring.
Yeah, I think there is something to be said about Minecraft though, because it's like such a influential.
Build your own.
It's like a build your own thing, but like
It's got
particularly with like the
built
YouTube,
into it too.
particularly with like the YouTube and like entertainment side of it. Like I was watching Minecraft videos when I was like 9-10 years old, but like my little brother watches Minecraft videos. It's like it's been a like genre of video on YouTube for over 10 years, and it's like still number one in like kids entertainment.
I'm pretty convinced that if you're a YouTuber and 95% of your viewers are children, you're a pedophile. You're creating content for children. It's just weird.
I mean, it's a
it's a weird thing to do. You're preying on the fucking stupid.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
the unintelligent.
And a lot of it is just like brain rot. Like to see.
It literally is.
Yeah.
It annoys the fuck out of me. I could literally, we could kill all of those people and nothing nothing bad would happen.
There's a formula to a lot of it, like their videos. It's like, you know, like loud, like even just like from the titles, it's just like big fucking arrows, big red circles, like crazy reactions with a neon background from a green screen, like maybe pointing at something from a game, like, oh, I found like diamonds in Minecraft.
Dude, I seen some crazy shit. So I'm totally not for this, and I don't allow it at my house anymore. Is that my oldest daughter has a phone, like a nicer phone than I have.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, you know?
We established this in a previous episode, but John truly is Unk, and this is some Unk status shit.
No, it's some bullshit.
Kidding.
She's fucking 6 years old. She doesn't need a fucking...
Oh, I thought she was like 9. What am I thinking?
On her fucking phone. Like, no way. But her mom gave her a phone, and I'm like... You don't need to be accessing YouTube and shit.
Yeah,
I caught her seeing like some of these videos that are these creators that she's on like a kid's platform, like kids part of it or whatever. But there's still these people creating like there's this black lady that fucking like walks around the park. She has like a fake baby doll of like this little black baby doll, bro, and she's like acting like it's a real baby and then fucking acting like it's misbehaving and shit and like throw it and fucking like hit it and shit. I'm like, the fuck is this?
They're doing like what would you do, but like as a public prank.
It's weird, bro. I couldn't I was like, I sat there and I watched it myself. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And then I'd like scroll through it on her phone and another one of that lady's videos would pop up and another one and another. I'm like,
the crazy thing about these videos
like,
is that
fucking block that bitch.
YouTube has disabled comments for videos that are made for kids. Like if you tick the box that the video is made for kids, comments are automatically disabled. So for anybody like parent who wants to reach out to these creators and say like that this content like is not good for kids, particularly like literally just like public prank domestic abuse on a doll, like that is what that is. Like how is any parent supposed to like stop their kid from watching
You're supposed to flag it and hope that they stop.
Yeah.
Like,
and there's no way like to stop seeing a creator, I don't think. And like what, the kid's just gonna like make a new account. Like a 6-year-old is pretty smart. I was able to like make multiple email accounts by the time I was like 8.
Yeah, I don't think my kid knows about email yet. I hope. You never know what they're just a bigger thing teaching in schools now.
Yeah,
they're fluent on fucking iPads, not English. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. It's nuts.
I mean, my kids are really smart and shit, but like, if you know, I'd rather them know things about the workings of life than the workings of a tablet or a phone. I didn't have that shit till I bought my own.
Well, the thing is like they don't need to know anything about the workings of life because the iPad is gonna give them the answer to it.
Well, but it's not though. It doesn't give you the actual experience, the actual feeling, touch of doing something. Like, sure, you could watch it on there, but it doesn't give you the actual knowledge of doing it, how tough that something is. Like, it could be this big dude swinging this fucking chain on an oil rig, fucking doing oil rigging shit. You're like, okay, maybe I could do that. But you get out there, you wouldn't last fucking 15 fucking minutes, let alone a 12-hour long shift. Yeah. That's what they fucking work. Like, it's not easy on these. Like, sure, you can watch it. Looks easy. Looks cool. MI6, Mission Impossible, dude, I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that. That looks easy. That looks fun.
The thing is, I sometimes watch videos of people like doing like just their job, like people strapping a GoPro and working on the line at like a fancy restaurant. And I'm like, I could do that. But even in the back of my head, I'm like, this restaurant's like way, no, I could not do that. What am I thinking?
I seen a video of a dude, he was just working at McDonald's, but like, you know, just a baseline job like that. And it was just like, he had a GoPro on his chest. He was just doing his daily work or whatever, but he was fucking doing everything quick, fast, fucking like efficient, you know, being efficient about it. Wasn't bitching, just like doing his job. And one of the comments was like, you know, like, He was like, dude was taking pride in his work, really, honestly.
Yeah,
and it's like, no matter what level of work you're doing, take pride in it, and it'll make you a better worker, a better person. It'll actually build an ethic inside of yourself. And then maybe once you find out what you love in life, maybe you can start your own business to do that. And you won't hate every fucking day of your life. That's the American dream, right? Is to fucking own your own shit. Just people are too fucking lazy to do it or don't give a shit because they're, I work for a corporation. Well, don't work for a corporation. Go find a different job and not hate it.
Yeah. I work for a small business. I love it.
Yeah, I do too. I'm literally the only guy doing shit at work. So
yeah,
if I didn't go in there, my boss would not be having the doors open right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think there's also something to be said though about like it's getting a lot harder to own your own shit though.
Oh, I know. Well,
there's all these corporations that people are working for and buying up all the shit.
Exactly. 50 years ago, you could buy a house for $15,000.
Yeah.
A full house.
Nuts.
Big house, garage.
Fucking A.
Backyard. Have a whole family. $15,000. Now it's $300,000.
Yeah, and here's the thing: is all the people that have bought those houses, like, and have held on to them, you know, like they're telling like all of their kids and stuff like that, like, why don't you have a house now?
Yeah.
But they're desperately holding on to that fucking house because they want that value to go up another $5,000.
So they can sell it to somebody that's not in their family.
Yeah.
Okay. Why would you just pass it on to your family? You should have taught them how to be plumbers, be carpenters, how to take care of a house, you know, see what mold looks like, what things smell like, how a well works, fucking like how a furnace works, how all these things work. And then maybe you would feel better about handing off a home and it would not go to shit. You know, I don't know. It's just things like being a parent or a grandparent, being an adult once you're an adult. But some people never really hit that phase. I know so many adults that are just children inside and they'll never own a house. Like, you know, they'll end up being either dead or on the street.
Preach it, brother.
Well, it's just
out here.
Facts.
I'm with that street gang right now.
Yeah.
I'm in there.
They're out on the street in the tents and shit, dude.
I'm right there with you guys.
Yeah.
To our listeners that are on the streets.
In the summertime, here's a hack. You ain't got to pay rent. It's nice out. Go camping.
Facts.
Quick Trip sells shower passes.
Do they?
Yeah, for truckers.
Do you think homeless people are getting in on that?
Fuck no.
Why aren't they?
Because they're dumb. They ain't got the money for the pass.
Or they're just not truckers.
No, you have to. If you buy the like tier of the thing, you can. Certain ones have showers. Yeah, it's crazy. Or you can go to the YMCA like any other homeless person and shower. You just buy a monthly pass for a YMCA.
Or just a day pass. But a day pass, that gets pricey.
Expensive, yeah. You can just buy a monthly pass for like $50 or whatever. I think it's something like that. But then that's your showers. If you're like trying to be homeless, like you can be homeless and like save money and then just make sure you find a place to rent before winter hits. But hey man, you can get like 4 months rent free in Minnesota.
It's a crazy thing to say.
Just a crazy theory.
If you're trying to be homeless.
Hey man, if you're trying to be homeless. Okay.
I got the lowdown on anybody who's trying to be homeless right now.
Dude, maybe I should bring that on stage.
Yeah.
They're like, hey man, these homeless out here, dude, they ain't even doing it right. All right, so here's what you got to do if you're trying to be homeless.
Here's a 5-year plan with bullet point.
Just go up there with a whole presentation on what the pros and cons of being homeless in the summer versus winter or whatever. Just like, yep, rent in the winter, homeless in the summer.
This is my 5-paragraph essay.
This is how you buy a Lamborghini, folks. This is how you buy a Lamborghini.
If you want a Lamborghini, here's the thing. Stop living in a house.
Stop living. Just don't live anymore. Just go to work and then go to work again.
Go to work.
Just,
if you can sleep
just
outside
Gary
of work,
V
that's
advice.
ideal.
Just Gary V. Well, you're doing it wrong. Just don't eat. Just don't eat. Go to work. Get 3 jobs. If you're not, you're a slacker piece of shit. Like,
no.
Go to garage sales. Every garage sale you see. I mean, check out every little toy, every little fig, everything. You know what I do? I check eBay. What's that worth? Oh my God, what's it going? You sell it for a little bit cheaper. It goes faster. Oh my God.
You don't need a bed. Fucking sell it.
Yeah, you don't need a bed. Sleep on the grass.
I love fucking Theo Von. Theo Von's talked about Gary Vee before. Yeah, and he's just like, you don't need spoons. Fucking sell them.
Sell them. This is, you don't need plates. Eat with your hands.
Yeah.
Finger food. Finger fuck your food for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You know what I did? I didn't eat good. I ate ramen forever in my 40s.
Yeah, dude. Gary Vee's an interesting guy.
Hey, man, he made it.
I was watching a video before you got here today while I was cleaning up my room, and it was just Elon Musk playing Diablo 3 while answering questions about SpaceX. And everybody in the comment section was like, wow, he really is just a normal guy. It's like, dude.
He's not normal. He's autistic.
Yeah, it's like, no. He's playing Diablo 3 and answering like serious in-depth questions about SpaceX. That's like the least... Like, normal people playing Diablo 3 are, like, focused on playing Diablo 3, not, like, getting a civilization to live on Mars.
Yep. Well, dude, he's convinced AI is going to take over, dude.
He's probably right on that front. I just hate all the fucking Zoomers who are saying that Elon Musk is the new Stephen Hawking.
I hate the people that, like, fucking put him on a pedestal. He's nothing special.
He's just a guy with a lot of money. He's just a rich
white kid. Yeah, he's a rich white kid from South Africa. Yeah. Whose daddy owned all of the mines. You know, all those slaves over in Africa. Yeah, he's one of the plantation owners.
So he comes
and everybody loves him. So what about slavery again?
Anyways.
So Elon's a bad guy, you guys. He's not a good guy.
The elongated muskrat. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. At least he smoked weed on Rogan, man. He's cool, dude.
Yeah, man. He's a real down-to-earth guy. He smokes weed and he owns fucking Tesla.
Dude, he designed his own truck. Can you tell?
Yeah. Literally looks like a fucking
dude. I drew that in 3rd grade.
Yeah, it looks like the S that everybody fucking writes in their notebooks.
Yeah,
except on a
side.
truck. Yeah, but it's just a truck.
Yeah, it's the graffiti S.
Yeah.
$sign graffiti S. Like, this thing sucks. Seen that one caught fire. Someone tried to drive it along the beach and on the ocean, and it caught fire. It's like, yeah, batteries and water don't mix.
I just like the idea of Elon having like a notebook that he saved from 6th grade, and it's just like
he's like, these are my blueprints.
Yeah, he's like, but it's just like pictures
these
of like
all my crazy ideas.
It's just like a cum tribute page of Jennifer Aniston, and in the corner it's that little S, the graffiti S, and he brings it to a designer at Tesla, and he's like, here's what I want you to make, and there's just like a page full of just autistic cum everywhere,
just
and they're just like, oh my God, what do you want me to do with this? And he's like, what do we not do with this? And he points to the
Jennifer
little S.
Aniston now looks downs on the cum on.
Yeah. And then Elon's just like, this is genius. What are you talking about? And they're just like, this is just a page with Jennifer Aniston covered in cum. He's like, no, look at the bottom of the page. Look at that great design for a truck.
That. I created that. That's my idea.
This is the new Tesla truck.
That's gonna be a truck. He just talks like a toddler. Yeah. I just imagine Elon. He's just a toddler inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He's obsessed with X's. There's just something wrong with him.
Oh, dude, his kid's name is like what, Kyle in like Greek or something?
No, it's like XY12-12.
Yeah, he named his
Like-
kid after a fucking race car.
Yeah, he named his kid after how many chromosomes he's missing. Like,
Jesus.
Dude, I don't know. Well, it's the X, dude. He named the website X. He named his kid. First thing is his kid's named is X. I mean, what else was it? SpaceX. Fucking, I mean, Grimes is now his X.
Well, he has 4 different models for cars, and one's an S, an E, an X, and a Y.
Yeah, a Y is in like, why the fuck do you keep making these?
Well, his whole thing was like he wanted to spell
The
out
alphabet.
sexy. He wanted to spell out sexy, and he did.
It's not though.
He does. He has the Tesla S, the
What
Tesla
about
E, the Tesla X, and the Tesla Y.
Yeah, what about the T though?
Sexy.
Yeah, I know, but the T, the truck ruined it.
Sexty.
Sexty.
Sexy T.
Sexy testosterone. That's what he's trying to spell out.
It is.
There's going to be an E. Yeah. And then an ST. Test. Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's Elon's.
That's his grandmaster plan.
Those are Elon's plans.
To spell out sexy testosterone with his cars.
But he's going to need a lot of... There's going to be some overlap.
There's more versions. It'll be like submodels. You know, just like Chevy does with all theirs, like GMC and Chevy and stuff. They'll have like a Sierra Denali. Like that's 2 different vehicles for one. So you can't do that. That should be illegal, dude.
There's like 2 cars in one car.
Yeah, I got a Sierra Cosworth. Fuck you. No, those are actually really cool cars. They're just gonna be stolen like with a fucking butter knife. They were like the most stolen car in Europe when they came out. But they were like one of the fastest, so they were being stolen, and then cops couldn't catch the people that were stealing them, dude.
That's crazy.
Insurance skyrocketed on them, dude.
At least in the U.S., we make cars that the cops can catch up to, like fucking Kias.
yeah.
The cops can at least catch up to the fucking Kias.
Yeah, dude, all those stolen souls with the gingers driving them.
Yeah.
Bunch of gingers kids steal a Kia Soul.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't have one. We need it.
There's so many fucking, like, just white kids out in, like, Baltimore just stealing Kias with their boys.
Oh, is it?
There's a
In
lot.
Minneapolis, a fuck.
Everywhere. I mean, there's everywhere. But, like, the original, like, Kia boys, like...
I think it started in Minneapolis.
No, it started in Baltimore.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rampant in Minneapolis right now.
I'm sure it's rampant fucking everywhere, dude.
So many little kids stealing cars.
Yeah.
So if you got a Kia, and if you're using your garage as a storage unit for your shit, I'd rethink your decision.
Yeah, store your shit outside and fucking sell it like Gary V.
Go sell your shit and get money.
You don't need shit, sell it.
Yeah. What the fuck are you using your shit for? It's sitting in the garage in a box. What do you need that for? Just leave your Christmas tree up all year long. You get extra cool lights in your house. What's the fucking downside?
Yeah.
What is the downside?
You could plant it in the summertime, just so they have a plastic tree outside your house.
Yeah.
A small little pine. You know it's not going to grow into the house.
That's a problem. Nobody ever gets a real tree anymore.
Is that an issue?
Yeah, it's an issue. All these tree farmers, they're struggling, man. There's so many tree farmers out here that they work all year long to grow these saplings up to sell them for the Jesus holiday.
It's true.
And then what do people do? They go to Wally World and buy a plastic shitty white tree or green or blue or whatever color they want to choose.
Yeah.
They don't go to the tree farmer who's selling a very beautiful evergreen.
Here's the thing, though. What are you going to do with that fucking tree after You're done with it.
Use it. Don't be a wasteful piece of shit. You know what we do in the summertime?
Make a log and
We
burn
have
it.
fires. We have backyard fires, man. Want to have a fire in the backyard? You were talking about it. You've been wanting to have a fire in the backyard.
Yeah, we need to do that soon.
I got a bunch of wood that I can bring over.
Add away.
Mm-hmm. Couple bundles.
Whence shallst we do this?
I don't know. I have a fire pit at my house too. So whatever works.
Fire, brother. That's fire, brother.
It's ripping and roaring.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, you gotta come to a fire at my dad's house sometime. We get some bonfires going.
Add away.
Bonfires.
Some big
fires.
bonfires.
Pull trees onto it.
Fucking burning
Full
trash.
whole trees.
We can go there, fucking throw some fucking garbage in there and just be like, dap each other up like, yeah, brother.
Yeah, fuck the ozone. Fuck yeah, we're diesel trucks. Yeah, brother.
Dap me up, brother. Let's inhale some plastic.
Hit this vape, dude. Nature's vape. Just standing over the fire. No more hair left. Just singed off.
Let's inhale some plastic, brother. Yeah, brother.
This plastic tastes like ass.
Dude.
It tastes like burning rubber.
Yeah. That's what we should do this summer.
You ever had a tire fire? It rips forever, dude. It's oil based.
Hell yeah. Let's do
that
that.
used to be a thing, dude.
I'm sure.
Yeah, somebody would throw a fucking shitty tire on the fire that would never go out.
You can't put water on it.
Just burn. Well, you could, but it would just the shit's so molten once it's been in there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just spewing black smoke for no reason. Whoever does that's a dumbass.
Let's inhale some tire, brother.
Tire fire!
Yeah, dude. This party's never gonna end. Tire fire.
What will end is my life. My lifespan is decreasing as I'm standing here.
You know what's gonna get this party ripping? Some Agent Orange.
Fireball. That's what we call fireballs. Agent Orange.
Yeah.
Some Agent Orange chicken, dude.
Do you know what Agent Orange is?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. Well, folks, we're going to end it on that. Agent Orange. Check that out.
Yeah, he was a maleficent leader. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I know.
No.
It's poison gas.
And it's good.
It's what high sea's made out of.
Probably, or Tang.
Tang, for sure.
Yeah. It's just
bits of Agent Orange in it.
Yeah.
1 in every 100 jars has a little Agent Orange. Are you the lucky winner?
Are you the lucky winner who's going to go sterile? I think so.
Not a bad thing. No.
We do have a show coming up.
Got a show October 12th.
Octi 12.
Yeah, that's in what? Cromwell?
The Cromwell Muni.
Cromwell VFW. No,
it's the second time that I've been there. Good spot. That town likes comedy.
Hell yeah.
And the spot.
Can't wait to go, man. It'll be my first time. Pop by at Cromwell Cherry.
Hey, man, they're a nice spot.
Hell yeah.
What are you doing there? Are you doing 10 or 15?
10 to 15.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing 20.
So I'll kind of plan for in between those and try not to rush myself because I know I got a little time.
Yeah.
That way it's a little smoother on myself.
Yeah, that was the thing that I didn't do at the Caddy show.
You did great at the Caddy show.
I didn't rush myself.
We didn't talk about that yet, dude.
No, we didn't. We
Might
can
as
end
well
on that.
fucking talk about it for a minute.
Yeah.
Shit.
You
did great.
Thank you.
You killed. the crowd was liking you. You definitely, it helped.
I think I struck a chord with them, man. I don't know. Like, I definitely like just got in on it early, talking about the Lutheran stuff, and
that's what surprised me is that you actually kind of reached out to the crowd on like any religious people here. You know.
Well, it's just something that I'm like able to talk about. I talk about it all the time with like people that I work with and things like that. And I'm like, you know, zinging and zanging with them a little bit, and like, Catholics. Oh, you guys hate the Lutherans from
I was gonna say because you were like riffing on it for a second there, and then you like targeted a dude. That was great. That really popped the whole room, dude, because he fucking lost it.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, you know, like, kind of, what's your name? And fucking created a small rapport with him, and then you like popped the question you really wanted to ask, the whole reason you sparked a conversation with him for a second, and he fucking lost it when you asked the question.
So what I asked him, or what I said to him, is, so for starters, I eagle-eyed this guy straight from the get-go. I've seen him at a lot of shows.
At the bench and
I've seen him at a lot of shows. I know he's a fun guy to talk to, and I wanted to bring him up, like, I wanted to like talk to him on stage, because I know he's a fun guy to talk to. He's like a really good vibe for the show.
Right. Like, I just know gonna get a decent reaction at least.
Yeah, I would at least like have, you know, someone to talk to that wasn't gonna be like anxious or anything.
He had
like
a plant.
That.
He had a plant.
It was a little bit of a plant. He shows up to a lot of those shows. But I think I knew his name was like John, but I still asked him what his name was. But I was like, hey, what's your name? And then he's like, John. And I'm much like, John, like...
should have been like, no, I'm John.
Yeah.
Just like across the room, just fucking ruin it all.
Yeah.
No, he's not.
There can only be one.
Just come diving across his table and take him out.
I told him he looked like he was operating at a caloric deficit, which is one of my favorite things to tell someone. They have no idea what that even means. They have to like decipher what I'm saying, because really all I'm saying is like, hey man, you look hungry. Mm-hmm. How does someone look hungry? I've also just thought of being like, hey man, you look famished, or you know, adding that as like a tag. It's like a very what's the thing? It's a very Chappelle thing to do, where you just like you say something like really eloquent and like long, you know, long-winded, I guess, and then just at the end of it, just being like hungry, you know,
hungry,
operating at a caloric deficit, famished, you know, hungry. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. But then eventually he was just like, "What are you even talking about?" Just like trying to like, you know. I don't know. He seemed like a little nervous in some instances. Mm-hmm. And then when I asked him the question, he just lost it and he wasn't able to answer the question. Yeah. So the question I asked him is, have you ever sent a dick pic? And he was like, he lost it. And he was just like trying to nod his head, like trying to breathe. And the whole crowd was just like, I can't believe he just asked this guy that, which was fun. And then I was like, no, I'll wait for the answer. And then he's just like, give me a second. And I was just like, okay. And he's like nodding. I'm like, did it go well? And I was riffing on that a little bit more, and just he just wasn't able to answer the question. So I was like, all right, I'll move on. I'm sorry. I think I might have killed John.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah.
But like that was right after we recorded the last episode. That was like immediately after almost. So
yeah, it was
like an hour and a half after we recorded.
And then
so I imagine you were quite on a high after that set.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it was a good set.
I stayed for that, and then I ended up dipping out because I was not gonna lie, I was like falling asleep in the chair in the back of the room. I was like fucking nodding off and shit. I was so tired.
Well, man, I don't want. I mean, it was a good show for me. There were a lot of nice people at the end of the show who were like, "Oh man, I can't wait to see like your special on TV someday." And I'm just like, "Yeah, whatever. Thank you. Like, thanks for coming to the show or whatever." And like the whole time, I was like, "Man, I had so much other shit planned that I didn't do that either could have gone better than some stuff that I did at the end, I wasn't too happy with the way that it ended, but I was happy that I was able to like keep a set that long, like as entertaining for the people. That's really all that I was like, happy about. I was like, oh, I could have ended it better. I'm always like my own worst critic in that kind of regard. It's just like, oh, my ending could have
I think we all do that.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe did the same thing, but he could have done better for an ending on his.
Yeah.
He was even saying that he was beating himself up about that outside.
Mm.
I was like, yeah, I mean, you always got to plan on a good closer.
Well, I ended on my Billy Mays joke, which is a
good one.
Yeah, but they were an older crowd, and I don't know if they were like super on board with a lot of the drug stuff. But at the end of the day, I was just like, oh, it's a joke about like daytime TV guy. And then I don't know, I didn't want to like I knew from the beginning of my set, I did some like religious stuff, and like half the fucking room was just like, yeah, Christians. And I was like, okay, not going to end on the abortion thing, because that's just going to turn the fucking room. But then fucking Colin, I don't want to like shit on Collins or anything, but he went up there, he did jokes that kill in a lot of rooms. He kills in a lot of rooms most of the time I see him, but this room just turned on him when he did the abortion stuff, and I was like, man, I maybe should have like said, I don't know, because I don't like know his set like backwards and forwards like he does, obviously, so I don't know what he's gonna do.
You had no idea what he's gonna do, because he has a ton of material, so he like picks and chooses on what he wants to do for a night, so you never know what material he's really gonna do.
So and from his perspective, like, oh, I just ran out of time maybe and didn't get to that like abortion part of that joke, because I just ended it after that. And it was pretty abrupt the way that I ended it. I need to just find like a better way to get off stage, because I feel like it's just like, that's my time, bye. And that's what I did. But from Colin's perspective, that's kind of, it just looked like I ran out of time, but I was going to do it. But I kind of just like, from like the first interaction with that Christian part, I was just like, no, I'm not gonna like touch on that, because it's gonna turn the tide of the show. And then I maybe should have like told him that like that's what I did, but he went up literally right after me. So like, what could I have done realistically?
Right, he's trying to keep the show going.
And like,
I'm sure he was just thinking over his whole set too, though.
So it's just unfortunate that like they turned on him in the way that they did, because he did like a couple abortion jokes, and then I think he did the one where he was at like a music festival with the hummus, which is a fucking amazing joke. But after like the couple of abortion jokes that he did, I think they just like oh, like, that's just gross.
That's what sucks about certain crowds, man. It's like once they
like, you just need to like, once that momentum stops, they just like, oh.
And it's so hard to get them back sometimes.
Yeah, I was able to get them on board from like I guess just, I literally think that it was just like doing those couple of riffs about like growing up Christian. And then I was able to get them on board with like a cat eating my asshole. But then like one thing sucks the air out of the room, and then it's just like over. It just sucks. That ball just like stopped at a halt. I don't know. It was really unfortunate how that went. But, all things considered, I mean, it was at the very least, it was like near the end of Colin's set. They liked him up until that point.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they just hated him or anything like that, or like he opened with abortion. Like, no, it wasn't like that by any means. But like he did great. I thought that he performed his jokes well. I enjoy all of his jokes.
Yeah, I was surprised to hear that it didn't go as well as I thought it was gonna.
Yeah. And I don't know. There will be other shows. Collins will be headlining Collins will be headlining at the he'll be doing 30 at the Cromwell Muni.
Hell yeah.
And that
I'm
room,
sure he's gonna crush.
Dude, that room definitely was way more like, they're definitely like that kind of Republican type town, obviously, just because they're a small town in Minnesota.
Do you know who is all on that show?
I believe
so. It's me, you, Roddy.
Yeah, and Collins, but there's a couple more. I think there's like 6 or 7 comics total.
Holy shit.
It's like a big showcase, and they're trying to fill the room for like keep the show
and
like an hour and a half or longer.
20?
Yeah. I might even, I don't know. We'll see. If the momentum keeps on my side like the way it did at the other one, I'd love to try and go longer, just because why not? I had the material in the back pocket I had like 3 more jokes or so.
What, at the caddy?
Caddy, yeah.
Yeah.
That I just didn't do.
Could've.
It feels good to get off stage and know that I did good and have that extra stuff in the back pocket.
As long as your momentum was rolling.
Yeah.
Don't want to fuck that up. Like,
yeah.
Am I gonna do a couple more? It's maybe on my night.
And even Chad was like, he's like, man, with the momentum that you had during your set, I wouldn't have even cared if you ran the light by like 3 minutes. Like, just keep the show going.
Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted to be respectful of the show. I was just like, I got my 20. I did good.
Yeah.
Don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, you did great.
Yeah. Thank you,
Worked
man.
out.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, dude.
It was a fun show. Thanks for changing my oil that day.
Yeah, I was in town.
Yeah, the very next day after that show was when the car broke down.
Yeah.
So
dude.
Give a little time. We went a little backwards on this episode. So the fucking car
We're just completing the circle right now.
The car stuff completely trumped any joy that I had from that night prior.
But sometimes it's better to start with the negative and end with the positive.
Yes, folks.
Because
That is
we're in
true.
a good mood now.
We're hot. We're in this.
And you guys got a longer episode today, so
That's true. It's
congratulations there.
It's because I love you.
We do. We count on you being there every week.
Every week.
So
same spot.
Tidy Cat Studios.
Usually
the most weeks here.
Yeah, man. It's a good time up in the Tidy Cat stew.
Yeah, no Oscar Pistorius today.
No, he's
lounging on the couch downstairs, we believe. He is to be believed downstairs.
Yeah, I slept in quite a long time today, and he was right by my side.
Hell yeah.
Good little cat.
Oh yeah. So you got tomorrow off too then, I'm guessing?
Nope.
Oh, you gotta go in?
Back in. Someone's gonna come pick me up.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, dude.
That sucks.
Yeah, when that part gets in, I gotta figure something out. But that's
I'll bring.
We'll cover
tools
that
tomorrow.
in the next. We'll cover that in the next episode.
Yeah.
Of the Fork in the Road.
To the next episode.